What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the madness. Today we're going to be doing another Axe-Fx tutorial, and it's going to be on the mixer module, so it's going to be a rather short one. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it and not waste any time. Swish. Alright, so this is the deal, guys. You got me on the bottom right, kind of weird this time, but I've got a really wonky setup going on just to demonstrate what's going on here. Give you some examples of how this thing works. Alright, so in Axe Edit we've got input 2, which is my voice as the medium here, and we've got these three kind of parallel chains going into the mixer, one with a send. I did this in order to isolate each of these effects on each of these branches. So we got 2, 3, and 4. Okay? 5 is a reverb, but it's being sent through to number 2. And since the send is going to the mixer on row 2, 2 is actually controlling the reverb and not 5. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, let's kind of show you how this thing works. So on the mixer, we've got these 6 rows of gain, 6 rows of balance. Each of these rows correspond to a row on the Axe-Fx. Kind of self-explanatory in my opinion. So, without trying to go too crazy into detail, you can imagine that row 2, because it's connected to the reverb via the send-return feedback loop, if I turn this on, row 2 is controlling my reverb. Now, if I turn this all the way down, reverb's gone. Turn it back up, we can kind of give it as much as we want. So we don't need that much, right? Imagine 15, 16 sounds okay right now. So now I'm going to turn on the pitch. So the pitch is obviously pretty heavy duty, and that's on row 4. Let's turn this down all the way. Now we're left with reverb again. If we want to increase it a little bit, go up to about, around 40% is when I start to hear it again. Sounds okay. Let's keep going. So we turn on the delay, right? And that's just too much all the time. So we're just going to turn it all the way down. But now my volume's a little bit low, right? So let's just turn off delay. Go to row 3, turn that up all the way. Turn these down. So now we're back to just my normal voice. But per se, we want to kind of put effects in different ears, maybe put different amplifiers in different ears, whatever, the balance. Let's tinker with that a little bit. So we know that the pitch is on row 4, which means we can change the balance on row 4, right? But we also know row 4's gain is all the way down. So let's turn the gain all the way back up, and let's shift the balance to my left ear. Now, let's turn row 2, which is the reverb, all the way up. And let's turn row's balance all the way to the right. So now we've got pitch in my left ear and reverb in my right ear. Just as demonstration. Go back to normal. And let's turn row 2 down. And let's turn row 4 down. Back to normal. All right. So that's pretty much a demonstration of how exactly this mixer module works. And now I'll let you know that generally with my guitar tone here, you can send it in here and you can tinker with each of these different amp blocks individually, right? So that's the whole deal, is that you can control different effects at different levels despite the level that they have on their original module. And so it makes for an interesting way to mix your signals together. And that's what this one's all about. Appreciate you guys stopping in and taking a listen. Hope you got something out of it. But you know how it is. I'll catch you all on the flippy floppy.